Hello and welcome to another video. I am a life coach and hypnotherapist. So today I want to talk to you about anger management. Are you somebody who is rather a calm person, but sometimes has those situations when you have like aggression outbursts for almost no reason? Like you can feel it in your body, that it just sums up, it just accumulates like somewhere in the chest, maybe somewhere in your throat, or you just feel that your hands start to sweat and you just feel this tension in your whole body, and then it just has to come out. Sometimes it just does come out, like you scream, you shout out, you react to what's happening. And this is something which seems to be out of control. Maybe you are a young parent and have always considered yourself as a calm and rather patient person. Though now, since you've become a parent and your child is growing up and they're investigating the world, they are maybe pushing your buttons sometimes. It can happen with a 2-year-old, for example, and then the older they get, there can be other different types of issues, and you find yourself reacting to this kind of behavior of a child in a very inadequate way. You feel like you are out of control. You feel like you have to scream at your child. And then you feel awkward and very bad, actually, because, well, come on, you feel honestly that was an overreaction and you didn't really mean to scream at your child and you didn't really want to get out of control, right? So what's happening there? While your child, if this is a situation with a child, while your child is actually now discovering the world, they're just learning, and they might not even know how to handle aggression. If they, for example, now from 1 second to the other become really aggressive at you, at something that you said, and then you find that you are aggressive, you are behaving aggressively towards them as a response. Then while it's totally normal and natural that the child is just developing their skill of learning how to cope with aggression, how to manage their feelings and emotions, you are actually an adult and you should know better, right? So why does this still happen? Aggression and anger, that's actually fear. It's always fear. It's fear that we are not in control. It's the fear that the situation which is happening right now is, for example, never gonna end, or if it goes into a direction you cannot predict. That's one possibility. Another possibility, second possibility, is that by his or her behavior, your child triggers something in you. They trigger something which is, for example, a feeling of not being significant, so that the child does not pay fullest respect to you. They don't see you as their authority, and that can drive you mad, right? So why is that happening? Both losing control and or the fear of not knowing what's going to happen, and the feeling that you are yourself somehow not significant enough, both of them are rooted in something which has happened in your past, in your childhood most probably. There are situations in our lives when we're little when an imprint is built. It could be anything really. For example, as a child you were attacked by other children or mobbed, or you were attacked by a dog, for example, and bitten, and you felt like you lost control of the situation and had to fear for your life. And that's an imprint. A child develops an imprint in their head, and the main work of our brain is to remove us from a dangerous situation and also make sure that such a dangerous situation never occurs again. And so what it also does, it thinks that all the situations when we feel like we're losing control are as life-threatening as that first situation that we've experienced in our childhood. feeling of not being enough or insignificant also goes back, for most of us, to our early childhood. So something must have happened back then. Maybe some kind of fight with your older siblings where you felt like they won and they didn't deserve to win, or you were asking for something you wanted to be heard and you didn't feel like people would listen to you, so you developed a feeling of not being significant enough and not worthy so that people would listen to you. It could be so many things. I'm trained in this new and really powerful technique called RTT, Rapid Transformational Therapy, which helps me to guide you and find out what those childhood imprints were. We'll find them out together and we will change them so that those imprints would never affect you again. In our session, once we found out what those underlying beliefs are, we will get rid of them and we will reframe them. And once we've done that, you can let go of them and you can be free of them. And I feel when that happens, it's like there is a small space which is created now in your mind, like an empty space, which was filled up with those negative things or limiting things, beliefs maybe. And now that space can be filled with something nice and positive. And that's what we're doing in the end of the session. I'm telling you all the positive and nice things which sink into your mind, into that developed empty space. Things like you are calm, you are reacting adequately in every complicated situation. And that is an audio recording I am making personally for you. So leave me a comment below writing what kind of situations would drive you mad and what you would like to work on. And write me on Instagram and Facebook. I'll be delighted to help you.